back to the draw review. Newcastle United are into the next round of the Carabao Cup. We beat Bournemouth 1-0 to reach the quarter-finals. Our first game in just over 5 weeks since we beat Chelsea. And another 1-0 win. Another clean sheet at home. Because we haven't conceded the goal at home actually since the penalty from Ivan Toney when we beat Brentford 5-1. It was just brilliant to be back at St James's Park after the World Cup. Could have obviously been back doing videos because I've not done a video since that Chelsea review. But looking at starting them for us, Eddie Howe went strong, and fair play to him for that. I mean, against Palace he rested players like Trippier, like Guimaraes, but they both started. Pope started, Wilson started, Shaw started, lads that went to the World Cup. I know Shaw was back earlier than the other lads because Switzerland got knocked out in round 16. I know Pope didn't play a game for England. But first half, Trippier had a free kick just over the bar. Longstaff had a shot first time. He could have just taken the touch, maybe looked up, passed to Wilson, but very frustrating from him on that. We had a goal chalked off from Wilson. Apparently Willett was offside. Annoyingly, because there's no VAR in the Carabao Cup, they should have just flagged, the linesman should have just flagged straight away. I mean, I've looked at the replays, it was offside. So I guess supposedly it saved us from the annoyance of it going to VAR and being disallowed, like it would have probably been in the Premier League. But, pretty annoying. Guimaraes did have a shot which was held by Travers. Wilson had a header wide. I mean, we were the better team, even if it wasn't our best performance. To be fair, Bournemouth did frustrate us defensively, but they didn't offer much going forward. And the goal came in the second half, crossing from Trippier, and Smith, I don't know what he's trying. I mean, not a very good clearance from him. He just headed it into his own net. Bit of a Shearer-like header, really. But he's put it in the wrong net. I think it was one of the Bournemouth players came back to try and clear it, but to no avail. We took the lead, and it was a relief. You know, I didn't want to go into another penalty shootout like we had against Crystal Palace because there was no guarantees we were going to get through on penalties, even if I would have backed to it. We brought on ASM, who looked a lot better because he's been quite frustrating. You know, the Palace game, the friendly against Vallecano, even though we won the game. But he played a lot better in this game. He did. I think he did try flick to Almiron. Crossed it in. I mean, Mepham, that could have been an own goal. I think it was off Mepham. It went out for a corner. Bournemouth did have some chances later on. Moore had a header that went just wide. I think Stacey had a good chance, but Pope comfortably saved it. And then Pope made another good save very late on in the game. Bournemouth got a corner from it, but didn't do much. We probably should have had a penalty towards the end. I can't remember who it was, but someone had the shot. I think it was Mepham who hit on the hand. Again, that's probably where we could have done with VAR to potentially give the penalty. That was frustrating, but it doesn't really matter. We did get through, even if, you know, Wood messed up a chance towards the end when he came on. ASM played it to him, you know, instead of just shooting, trying to take on the world and then just, you know, act surprised or act like it's someone else's fault when he gets tackled. But he played the ball Chris Wood. But Wood, poor miss from him. I mean, I wanted him to start because he scored the penalty on Saturday, even if it was just a friendly. But very poor from him. I mean, could have cost worth. Bournemouth did go and get an equaliser and then won a penalty shootout. But they didn't. We are through into the quarterfinals. I mean, it's mad to think we're still in the Carabao Cup going into Christmas, New Year. I mean, I know... usually would be the semi-finals, but with the World Cup messing things up, we're having to play the quarterfinals in a few weeks' time. And then, who knows, maybe the first semi-final appearance in any competition since the FA Cup in 2005. When we lost 4-1 to Man United at the Millennium Stadium. Because the League Cup, I've seen we reached the quarterfinals a few times. We had that. We bottled it against Spurs in 2014. We lost at home penalties, a game we should have won. And this is when we were in the Championship and Hull win the Premier League, by the way. But then we also lost. We had that embarrassing game against Brentford as well. But hopefully we can get through to the semi-finals of the League Cup, because I think we've only done it once in our history, and that was when we reached the final in 1976, then lost to Man City. Speaking of Man City, I wouldn't mind a home tie against them under the lights, whether it's the quarterfinals, semi-finals, even the FA Cup. More for the fact that we were meant to have this tie, meant to have this in 2020 in the FA Cup Saturday night. Instead it got caught up with COVID and eventually played behind closed doors. But that would just be so nice for myself. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say for this match review. Don't forget to hit like on the video, subscribe to my channel, check out my social media pages in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I want to wish you all a very good Christmas, and I'll probably see us for the review against Leicester City after that game on Boxing Day. See you later.